So this is how Kendrick Lamar starts the diss track right here to Drake.
Everything they say about me is true. Everything they say about me is true.
That's it rewinded. So in reality, he's saying everything they say about me is true.
That's from The Wizard of Oz.
And that's Richard Pryor.
Everything they say about me is true. I'm a phony.
Everything they say about me is true. I'm a phony. That's Richard Pryor, the famous comedian that passed away. And he did a movie called The Wizard of Oz. And The Wiz, my bad. The Wiz.
The Wiz, my bad.
Based on The Wizard of Oz,
yeah.
which is basically like the Black Wizard of Oz, for lack of better terms. And The Wiz is exposed as a phony during the movie at this point.
Michael Jackson's in that thing too.
I think Michael Jackson's in that movie. It's a legendary movie. So right away, there's an Easter egg. So Kendrick Lamar is gonna always out-art Drake. He's always gonna out-art Drake. He's like the best, maybe artistic style rapper ever. He's gonna always out-art you. There's always gonna be deeper coded and underlined messages. And guess what? Kendrick Lamar's not gonna say nothing. He's not gonna do an interview explaining it. He's not gonna tweet about it. He's gonna let you guys decipher it. Do it on your own. You guys decipher it on your own. He's always gonna speak to the music only, right? So I respect that. That's why he's one of the greatest. I love that, right? So artistically, right away, boom. But there's gonna be like I said in the reaction. I try to keep it objective. I said it. I'm like, I love that he's doing shit like this. But there's gonna be a crowd of people that you're not gonna please. Like if you want to dethrone Drake, if you want to go for the king,
you have to drop the button, put in war. You can't do that.
You have to like go all out. Like you have to, if you want to say scoop to his level and make something that's more commercial, blah blah blah. You have to do that somewhat with Drake. You can't just try to out art him, etc. Because then people, I feel like Kendrick Lamar can do. People get mad like he doesn't need to scoop up dirt. He doesn't need to make a poppier type of song. Not poppier, but like he doesn't need to make like a replayable song. It doesn't have to be replayable for it to be a good diss. He can do those things. He has done those things. He has songs that have been replayable and still lyrical at the same time. He's Kendrick Lamar. He can take it there. Damn is an amazing example.
Good Kid, Mad City is the longest standing rap album to ever sit on the top 200.
Top 200 ranking. And then also Family Ties was like one of the biggest records that year.
Yeah.
Lyrical. Talk about smoking on top fives. Amazing verse. Phenomenal verses. Back and forth between Baby Keem. So he can do that. He can have a hit record that's a diss like that. Obviously, he did it with other people, but like that. He did it with like that, right? So I expected the first full diss record to be different, especially coming off of like that. I expected maybe Metro Boomin. He's tweeting, laughing today with laughing emojis, reacting to this. Yeah. So I'm like, oh, Metro Boomin. Maybe a Metro Boomin beat. I just expected something else differently. Now, realistically, this is a record that is to the standards of a Kendrick Lamar stan fan base, right? It's a Kendrick Lamar Untitled type of energy. It's like that Kendrick Lamar core. He's doing the voices, right? He's talking to himself and like this. You know, Elo is almost like the Family Ties. The Elohim, the rebirth. Holla at me, birth, bitch. Smoking on top fives. Doing all the inflections and shit, which I love. I love that, right? But again, I feel like there's going to be more that needs to be done for you to take this man down. Now, round one, no Diddy. Now, round one, you can say, if you look at the lines, right, you read it bar for bar, just like push-ups, because when push-ups drop, I felt the same way. I'm like, he could go harder. Like, what is this, right? Like, this is dope, but like, Kendrick's going to drop a bomb. Now, we got Kendrick dropping. Kendrick didn't drop a bomb, realistically. I don't think this is really a bomb. But when you look at the lyrics from push-ups, it's like, oh, this is actually harder than I thought it really was. Then you look at the lyrics to this song, it's like, oh, this is harder than I really thought it was. You know, there were some lines that went over my head. That reverse thing we just played from the Wiz, that's something that went over my head, right? And then when we read the lyrics, because they're accurate now on Genius, you can check them on Genius, there's going to be lyrics that you can read and went over my head the first listen. Tommy Hilfiger stood out, but FUBU never had been in your collection.
Oh, let's talk about it.
So, Tommy Hilfiger, right, was a man that made a very popular to this day clothing brand.
We get into it.
But realistically, it blew up in New York because of the black culture in like the 90s, early 2000s. But Tommy Hilfiger famously was quoted basically saying that
Black people should have wear it.
that he didn't love like that idea of black people wearing it. Basically, not co-signing the people that are making your shit hot. Tommy Hilfiger. So he always seemed hypocritical from that to this day, even though he's apologized and like clarified and like donated and this and that. God bless. But let's keep it rap. Then he goes and says, "But FUBU has never been in your collection. FUBU, for us, by us, right? Owned by the man from Shark Tank. I watch his interviews all the time. I forgot his name. Comment if you on YouTube if you guys know his name. The owner of FUBU, black millionaire, I think billionaire.
By us, for us.
By us, for us, right? So he's saying like you are Tommy Hilfiger. You're Tommy. Your polos, t-shirts. I am FUBU, actually black owned. Really for the culture, for us, by us, right? But you're Tommy Hilfiger. You are for the culture, but not really. You don't appreciate the culture. You know, the culture rocks with you, but deep down, you're not, for the culture. And at the same time, maybe it's just him calling him a white man again. You can just say that for lack of a better term. He's a white boy, like how Rick Ross said. So that's a dope line. He said a lot by saying little, right? But it's like it's a long ass song. He's rapping fast, and then in the beginning he's kind of rapping with like a sense of like I don't know, like with no energy. So it's like it makes you almost not to pay attention to what the fuck he's saying. But but when you break it down after more listens, I appreciate it more. I'm appreciating it more. First listen though, it was not. I'm like, what is that? What is he talking about, right? Then he goes on and says, "I make music that electrifies them. You make music that pacifies them. I can double down on that line, but spare you this time. That's random acts of kindness." So he's saying I can double down on that line, the pacifying line. You make music that pacifies them.
Yeah.
But I'm going to keep it kind and not double down on that line. What is Kendrick Lamar alluding to? He's alluding to the idea of Drake being with minor women. This always been rumored, right? People have been saying this. There's been videos of Drake allegedly at a concert with like a teenager when he was like 20 years old on stage, like kissing her and hugging her. A fan, I think it was it in Canada? It was somewhere, Middle America, one of those states. And then the Millie Bobby Brown allegations that he was texting Millie Bobby Brown. He likes Millie Bobby Brown. And then to connect it all together, the name of the song is Euphoria. Drake is a producer on Euphoria, the HBO TV show about high schoolers. And then people are like, well, why is he a producer on that show? It's about high schoolers. He's a grown-ass man. He's not in the show, blah, blah, blah. So people are like, oh, there's a secret about Drake about maybe in Euphoria and his involvement in Euphoria. Which I genuinely don't believe because all those actors are adults. Lyrically, Kendrick is better. All time, I think Kendrick is better. I think that when it comes to performance-wise, I have always given the benefit of the doubt to Drake. I've always given him that better rapper overall. But Kendrick Lamar, when it comes to lyrical and artistic and what he has, and
Kendrick.
And like what's it called? Like what he has under his sleeve, the tools he can pull out, he has the one up on Drake with that. But yeah, Drake making fun of his height. We got Drake dissing him, making fun of his height, making fun of his shoe size. And the most popular line is Metro, shut your hoe ass up and play some drums, nigga, or do some drums, nigga. And it's like these lines are not lyrical, but they stand out and they captivate meme culture, right? Now we can argue that the most highlightable bar from the Kendrick Lamar is when it comes at Drake. What would you say it is out of all of them?
Kendrick's for this diss?
Yeah.
It's a Sexy Red one.
The Sexy Red one?
Yeah, everyone's talking about that one.
Yeah.
That's just hilarious.
You stand next to Sexy Red and you see two bad bitches.
That's just hilarious.
Yeah.
And then he continues saying something about he'll pop ass or some shit.
And I imagined him popping ass. There's a meme of him. There's the whole thing. Remember the meme of him popping ass?
Yeah.
It was like the edited one for one of those songs he had. I forgot which one it was. The one he was being sassy on it. With 21?
Yeah, 21 would do something for me.
He's shaking ass.
Yeah. Drake's biggest hater is Kendrick Lamar. He revealed that he admitted to it, and he says, I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. We hate the bitches you fuck because they confuse themselves with real women. And notice I said we. It's not just me. I'm what the culture feeling. How many more fairy tales about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till your family, till you finally feel you're black enough? When he said that, do you guys think he means features with songs? Or was he trying to say features like body features? Right? Because, like, he came at his braids.
Might be features.
So I thought he meant features like as if body features.
It could be a double entendre.
It's a reference back to the Pusha T disc when he said you won't grow your hair out because it won't get nap enough. It won't nap enough.
Yeah. And now he has his hair grown out.
And here's the thing, yo, fans, Drake don't help himself when he goes on Scorpion and he says, "I'm a dark nigga." Yo, like that was the craziest fucking bar. I was like, what?
The YNW Melly bars is memorable too.
I think that might be the highlight.
And he went back. That mind you, that was a callback bar.
Yeah,
because he said
8 bars later. I'm gonna tell you guys what I meant by that. Right. So he hates Drake. We get that out the way, right? But then he says, "I like Drake with melodies. I don't like when Drake act tough. You gonna make me make a nigga bring back Puff. Let me see if Chubbs really crashed something." So there's rumors that Chubbs was the one defending Drake when Drake had a fight in a club with Diddy, and that's why he's talking about Puff, bring back Puff. But I could have sworn that Drake slapped Puff, and there was like a whole video of Drake like running back into the club to like hit him again. That went viral. You guys remember when Drake was running back into the club and they were holding him back? He was going to fight Diddy again, but then people were saying like, "No, Puff slapped Drake."
Which could also make sense. Maybe he was running back because they dragged him out, and he's like, "Nah, I gotta hit him back." Mm-hmm. That's also another.
I thought he just meant like, "Don't make me bring back Puff." Like don't make me get dark and like bring Diddy back, like bring him back from cancel culture. Yeah. Like don't make me bring him back from cancel culture. That's what I thought he meant. Bring back, because what do you mean bring back? You know what I'm saying? Like I think he means like bringing him back from. But then someone else like, "Oh no, Puff is just someone else that Drake knows." I have no idea, bro. But he did say, "I like Drake with the melodies. Like I like when you dance and make me dance, etc. Blah blah blah." So basically saying like,
I like you as a pop star.
I like you as a pop star, right? I like that part of you. I appreciate that part of you, but not the everything else. They said headshot for the year. You better walk around like Daft Punk. Because Daft Punk wears the mask, the head, the helmet.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
That
went
over
over people's heads.
That was a good one. Like hide yourself, etc. Mm-hmm. Then he goes and says, "Top dog. Who the fuck they think they playing with? Extortion, my middle name. Soon as you jump off the plane, bitch, I'm allergic to the lame shit. Only you like being famous." So he's like, you can't come to L.A. Basically. Like if your jet, the Drake plane lands in L.A., like extortion. You talking about extortion? Like blah blah blah. Extortion, baby. Like that's my middle name. Like. We'll extort you. Yeah. Like, you're going to have to pay your dues when you get here, etc. So he's talking about some gang shit, LA shit, West Coast shit, right? And it's like, oh, shit. You know, he wants to put the West Coast on his back, as he should, right? Because he's Kendrick Lamar. So now it's getting crazy, where it's like, West Coast niggas going to love this shit. They already loving it. They're like, oh, Kendrick, Team Kendrick. Like, he knows how to rally his troops and his base with that.
J-Rock commented on this.
J-Rock tweeted already.
Said he got fried.
Yeah, he got fried. Top Dog tweeted already. Himself. Let me see what Top Dog said.
Bro, let's be honest. Bars wise, this shit's better than fucking push-ups and the other shit he dropped.
Look at Top Dog's tweet. Top Dog, the CEO, the leader of Top Dog, TDE, Top Dog Entertainment, Kendrick Lamar's close friend, right? Almost like a father figure, damn near. But he's not signed to him no more. But he's saying, we saw everybody that showed their hand. This the family. Dot's still the king. TDE. So he's like, we saw how people reacted when Drake dropped. You guys showed their hand, blah, blah. And then I think it was Punch who quote retweeted it and said, like, yeah, we saw y'all, blah, blah. So then he says that concept, like the 1v20, because it's me versus
your 20 Ghostwriters.
And he says, get Bean back or something. Who's Bean? Oh, they corrected it. Now they're saying it's Beam. Producer, songwriter. He has collaborated with Beyonce, etc. Rich Flex. Major distribution. So it's like another ghostwriter for Drake. They're trying to say.
John with the $5 on behalf
they want
of the
Joel. John
we are seeking a deep dive and analysis of the Joel Osteen bar No Diddy.
Am I battling ghosts or AI? Nigga feeling like Joel Osteen. Funny. He was in a film called AI, and my sixth sense telling me to off him. Now,
I found it, yeah.
Yeah. There's a Reddit thread I just found that kind of broke it down a little bit, because I was confused as to what.
So this is verse 2, the Kendrick Lamar verse 2. In the middle of verse 2, he's talking about this, about Drake.
So shout out to Ecryptic Flow on Reddit. He says he's actually mashing up 3 names: Joel Haley, Joel Osteen, and Haley Joel Osment. And I think he's doing it entirely out of I don't give a fuck energy. He knows he's mixing them up, but Osment doesn't flow or rhyme as well. Then he updated it. Joel McHaley, I'm less sure after remembering that, but I'm quite sure he knows the difference between the two. This came from a whole like Kendrick Lamar Reddit thing. It connects to Euphoria.
How?
Kendrick Lamar diss track Euphoria includes several pop culture references, including one to child actor Haley Joel Osment in his appearance in Steven Spielberg's AI. Since late March, hip-hop artist, blah, blah. As a part of Kendrick Lamar's Euphoria, the rapper referenced the movie AI, Artificial Television, as its young star, Haley Joel Osment. Lamar, I don't care about that. On Euphoria, the Compton, California native raps, the bar just said, this short set of bars is aimed at Drake's use of AI to write, obviously. He does this while distorting the pronunciation of Joel Osteen to sound like Haley Joel Osment, clearly alluding to the former child star. Osteen is a well-known pastor from Houston, Texas, who famously had been impersonated many times, further playing into Lamar's AI angle. The mixing up of Osteen and Osment's names could be a reference to Lamar's confusion about who he's beefing with after Drake brought in AI voices to his last diss track. Okay. Oh, I understand now. So the bar is saying this. I'm hearing Pac, but it's a bitch. That's basically what he's saying. But it's a bitch ass nigga that I'm actually dealing with. I don't want to cut his head off because it's Pac and Snoop. Those are my idols as a West Coast nigga.
Yeah.
But what's being said doesn't make sense. The way he enunciates the name is to reflect that. This AI got me confused. That's why he's saying my sixth sense is telling me to cut his head off. But the AI is confusing him. And it's like, yo, these are my idols. The same way this Osteen, I never watched the movie AI. I'm sorry, guys. I'm not a movie buff. I'm guessing it's the same way the kid was confused in the movie.
Oh.
So it's like a quadruple entendre. It's an insane bar. It is. It's an insane bar when you break it down.
And my battling goes to AI, nigga feeling like Joel Osteen. Funny how he was filmed. He was in a film called AI, and my sixth sense telling me to off him. Okay.
That's insane. If that's actually what it is, that's insane.
But my thing is, like, is that what it is? Because there's, like, a sense of, like, and like, for example, the Dissect podcast, I feel like they overanalyze shit.
Yeah.
Because, like, yes, with a rapper like Kendrick Lamar, technically you can overanalyze because he's not gonna come out and do an interview and clear it up for nobody. He's never gonna do that. He doesn't do that. So technically you can overanalyze with him. But I feel like it makes it like you're giving him too much gas.
Nah, he deserves the gas.
Oh, yeah?
I should have read this part. He uses the phrase "my sixth sense telling me to off him" as a double meaning, alluding to one's inner voice as well as the name of the 1999 M. Night Shyamalan film, The Sixth Sense, which also has Haley Joel Osment appearance.
Oh no, that's hard then.
That nigga's nice. Oh my god.
That's the one with is it with Bruce Willis?
I think so. Yeah, I think so. They didn't say, but I think that's the one if I remember correctly.
$5 donation. Be honest. In 50 years, whose body of work will be studied and glorified between the two?
I mean, both of them. To be honest,
I believe both of them.
I think both of them.
Yeah.
Both of them.
I believe both of them.
People gotta stop with that shit, man. They really want to like downplay like Drake. Like Drake has no classic, and Drake
Stop.
like it. Like,
Stop.
yes, Kendrick Lamar is more artistic and more like lyrical than Drake, and like more like of a museum artist. That is accurate, but it doesn't mean that Drake does not have
The Sixth Sense.
important shit.
They see dead people. Dead people equals ghost equals ghostwriter.
That's what they're saying in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
If he goes the nostalgia route, they won't appreciate it. No
Yeah.
one's gonna appreciate this.
Yeah,
This is nostalgia all over again. If you guys listen to Nostalgia with Pusha T, the entire thing is about how his music is like dope.
yeah.
And his dad is like upset. Like his dad was also like he's alluding to the idea his dad was a crackhead, and like this whole like greater concept of like his music having the same impact on his generation as crack did on his father's generation. The way he did it and the quadruple entendres, y'all niggas ain't listening to that shit today. Like, can we have that conversation right now? If this shit was Lyrical Miracle,
Oh, they broke it all down right here too. We just didn't read this. Look at they had the whole thing here.
oh wow, this is my question.
Damn, I'm gonna have to watch AI. I watched Sixth Sense, but I never watched the AI movie. I'm gonna have to watch.
it either.
I'm gonna have to watch this movie now.
And the chat can answer this question too, because I want y'all to be genuine here. If Drake went at this the same way he went nostalgia, and he went with that Lyrical Miracle nonsense, you think people are gonna care? You think people are gonna hype this shit? You think people are gonna even understand it?
But
We
Drake,
struggle to
Drake kind of
understand-
did.
Someone said, "This is simple, guys. You just have to listen better."
Oh,
No,
my.
I
Here we
fucking
go.
bet.
Here we go.
I bet.
I was born in '98. What the fuck?
Oh my god.
I'm gonna know every cultural reference from '99. Eat my dick. Like, what are you
That's not
talking about?
that's not a realistic way
Bro,
to think in
come on,
life.
bro. Like,
Well, that's not realistic to think.
let's leave it at that, bro.
God bless them, though. We love them still. We love you still.
Man, we appreciate the fact that you're here.
Yeah,
But that's
not,
crazy.
That's crazy. That's insane. That's insane. But no, this is fire. Then that's fire. That's fire. But Drake, like for example, the Whitney line.
That was another
That's
one.
another movie line that he said that Drake said on his song.
Yeah.
Where he's like, I be with the bodyguards like Whitney. So picture. So it's like the rumors of Drake. I mean, not Drake, but Drake knowing that Kendrick Lamar's wife cheated on him and like with a bodyguard, blah blah blah. And then Kendrick Lamar alluded to that on here. He's like, you think you know stuff because you heard Mr. Morale, like, I already spoke about me and my past and cheating on my girl, blah blah blah. And Lil Yachty today also liked the tweet where they said that that Kendrick Lamar cheated on his wife with white women. But then Kendrick Lamar already addressed this too because he had that song like my first time I fucked a white bitch.
Shit, yeah.
You know, he's spoken about this fucking white bitches in his past. But then Lil Yachty liked that tweet today. So people are like, oh shit, Lil Yachty getting into the mess.
Needs to shut the
Yeah,
fuck
but
up.
then
Lil
it
Yachty has no relevance.
No,
in
but it's
this shit.
because Lil Yachty got mentioned today by Kendrick. So now
Yeah,
that's probably
he
why
got
he's
mentioned.
popping out.
Popping out.
100%. But like, what did he say?
But I'm about to
He
take
said
the throw.
he's pretty much saying you're not. Not even Lil Yachty can make you look cool.
Yo, guys, y'all don't know what Lyrical Miracle Drake sounds like. Go listen to 5 a.m. Toronto, 4 p.m. in Calabasas. That's Lyrical Miracle Drake. That's as far as he'll go with lyricism. Because he understands, once you hit the next tier of that, it doesn't sound marketable. It's not music that is capable of being on a club record. Like, that level of lyricism is great. It's very talented. It's hardcore. But you can also make it pop. Nigga, I listen to 5 a.m. Toronto like I'm in the club, nigga. Like, I'm really that fucking nigga. Fuck you talking about? These niggas shoot their guns, nigga, straight safe. What are you talking about, bro? Niggas, I don't even want to get into the bars, nigga. On double, triple entendres. It's amazing. But here's the thing. What's the tier above that? It's Kendrick.
Yeah.
It's Lupe. It's that type of lyrical miracle where you have to sit there
I can't find the fucking Yachty line.
and dissect the bars, nigga, like it's poetry. The issue is, I truly believe, if both rappers
Yeah,
gave
I'm
us
on that
their
call, bye.
definition of lyrical miracle, we're going with Drake's.
As far as what do you mean?
As what sounds better. And if anyone disagrees, you're lying. For mass media, for the mass culture, for the masses, they're going to take Drake's lyrical miracle over Kendrick's.
I thought this was one of the best parts of the diss song. At the end of the diss song, when Kendrick Lamar uses the Drake voice and the Toronto
The
slang.
accent.
Crody. He's like, Crody.
funny.
Then he goes, tell me you're cheesing, fam. We can do this right now on the camera, Crody. Fuck all y'all niggas. I don't trust y'all niggas. I wave one finger and I thump all y'all niggas. Field goal, punt y'all niggas. They punk y'all niggas. Nobody never took my food. Whoever that's fucking with him, fuck you niggas. Fuck the industry too. If I take it there, I'm taking it further. Psst. That's something you don't want to do.
Drake fans in general, Young Money fans, you have no right to make fun of Kendrick for changing his voice and then you glorify Nicki Minaj. That is this. This is like a rapping style that they're doing.
Yeah.
The fluctuation in voice, the way you change it. There's a reason you do it.
This is the reason why Dr. Dre signed him. Why Dr. Dre got Kendrick Lamar, worked with Kendrick Lamar because he liked that he changed his voice and the animation that he does with his voice and
Because
stuff.
M did it.
Eminem.
It's a huge thing M did.
And this shit, when you break it down, is like bar after bar though. Like it's pretty consistent. Like it's almost like no
It's
line.
sad, bro.
Like he tried to not really skip a line.
Come on, man.
Like there's no filler lines.
Come on. I'm telling you, read the whole fucking thing, bro.
And in the main part, that I think is gonna be a highlight right here where he says, we're talking about the big three, right? He addresses the big three on the song. He says, yeah, Cole and Aubrey, no, I'm a selfish nigga. The crown is heavy. Huh? I pray they were my real friends. If not, I'm YNW Melly. YNW Melly, famous young rapper that is now serving life in jail because
quote unquote killed his
he
friends.
allegedly unalived his friends, and
My screensaver is why I'm in.
it was, what was it, in the trunk?
Yeah, he put
Like
them in the
he
trunk.
put them in his trunk allegedly.
I have a big trunk.
And then he also has that famous song, "I got murder on my mind, murder on my mind."
So do I.
You know what I'm saying?
Nah, fuck with
No,
you.
all might be YNW Melly.
That song was hard, bro. That
Amazing
was,
song, right?
When that song dropped, that was my number one replayed, bro. It's
But
crazy.
but what do you think? I think he also is alluding to like the idea of respecting them. Like, I pray that they're my real friends, because why even say that? You know what I'm saying?
I
Like,
think he actually likes them.
yes,
$2 donation.
but then he also hates them. Like I said earlier, there's friends that you can hate. Like you can, well, there's not friends you can hate. I feel like there's guys you're friendly with. That's why I said earlier, people you're friendly with. I think he's friendly with Drake, but he hates the fucking guy.
You know what I think could be happening too? I don't think he hates Drake either. I think he did that for dramatic effect. I think the
Hate the
things
way
he-
you walk, hate the way you talk.
That's just hilarious, by the way. I'm also a hater, so I understand. Hater dictatorship. Yeah, it's a hater dictatorship, nigga. It's only me out here. So I think the issue is, bro, he's frustrated by who Drake is.
Good.
Because when you think about it, they all came up together.
Yeah,
And then you watch your friends become what they become. That shit could bother you, bro. Like, yo, this is what you decided to be.
yeah.
Like, it could really bother you internally. Like, we don't know these people. Someone said this in the chat. They could be texting right now. These people could be real friends, and their internal issues is what's really causing this. Also, I'm like, bro, like, we was boys at one point. We made music together.
Yeah.
And now you're moving like this, acting like this. You think you're greater than life. Like, I don't fuck with that shit, and I found it weird.
That'd be
Moving
crazy.
different because he's richer.
Because how
What
many
did the $2 donation say?
Most Drake fans are pop fans, not hip hop fans. And then someone just donated $5. Says he's not referring to Yachty dressing Drake. There are rumors that Yachty helps Drake construct the melodies and hits, saying Yachty can't save him. They're saying that because of that fucking reference.
Oh, the reference track that
came
yeah,
out.
because that could be an allusion to the swag, maybe the rap swag, not just the way you dress either.
Yeah.
The overall
I gave
swag.
you your flow, your Candace. I give you everything that makes you a rapper.
Cadence.
Cadence.
I'm sorry.
It's possible. I could give them that.
$2 donation. Drake fans use filters. They pee sitting down.
John, shut up.
So I think Kendrick Lamar, to be honest, in my opinion, also confirmed. Remember, we had that rumor that first-person shooter. There was a rumor that one of the things that stemmed and started this beef recently, in recent times, was the fact that first-person shooter was a song with J. Cole and Drake, and that Kendrick Lamar was supposed to be on it as well. Right? And that they reached out to Kendrick, but then Kendrick never wanted to be on it, or like declined some
He
bullshit,
declined,
right?
yeah, he declined.
But now we had Kendrick saying it, basically here,
Confirming
like
it.
confirming the idea of like,
He
yeah.
said, why are you asking for
Why are you asking me for a feature, Drake? If
if we
we
have
know
something to address?
we have stuff to address, we need to clear the air. We can't act like nothing happened between us. We still gotta like, you know what I'm saying? It's like that ex-girlfriend you see at a party and you wanna, we still got closure. We gotta talk about closure. We have no closure. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what he feels like with Drake. It's like, bro, why are you still trying to get a feature from me? Work with me. And he also says, I'm not picking up no calls. Remember that Drake said, Top on the phone want to piece it up. Top want to piece it up on push-ups. So he's like, wait, Top Dog
Nah, pussy,
really
blah,
called
blah,
someone.
blah,
So
blah.
phone calls are really being made.
Yeah.
But what do you guys think? Was it Kendrick Lamar getting the phone calls, or was it J. Cole making the phone calls? Remember, I had an illusion. I feel like that line was tied to J. Cole. You know what I'm saying? Who's somewhere right now. Literally, they have a photo of J. Cole. These guys are battling, right? In the middle of a battle, talking about each other's lives. Their careers are on the damn line. And J. Cole today was at a burger spot in Queens. Like an independent burger spot. I think he just checked it out. I want to say Queens. It was definitely somewhere
That nigga's living his best
in New
life.
York. I think it was Queens, New York. But it's like, what the heck is going on with J. Cole? Like, that's crazy, no? When you think about it, like, that guy, like, should he tap back in at all, or should he not at all? Like, should he disappear from this completely? Because Kendrick didn't diss him. He's the only person he technically didn't come at here
You know what's funny?
that I expected.
Yeah. I found it interesting how when when J. Cole backing
was
out,
good, Chef.
no one's ever mentioned this possibility. What if J. Cole backed out because he did something shisty and he doesn't want anybody to know? No one's ever brought that up. No one's mentioned that, bro. I'm shocked that
Like-
no one's considered that.
Like, J. Cole might have some crazy dirt.
Some crazy ass dirt. And he's like, yo, I'm good, bro.
47 minutes ago, J. Cole, headphones in, though.
He was listening to the track.
You listening to that track.
But
Nah,
you see, look,
that's funny.
he's not looking nervous like how Drake,
Halal-bees.
Halal-bees is
how
crazy.
Drake did when he heard like that. You see what I'm saying?
Yo, going to Queens and taking photos with the Habibi niggas is crazy.
That's insane.
This nigga's a sicko.
This is crazy.
They're definitely in the comments saying he's listening to sleepy music. They're definitely saying that without a doubt. I promise you, bro.
This is insane, bro. J. Cole really is like an enigma. I'm fascinated by him. Like, this is crazy.
He really doesn't care.
I respect him, man. Because you either got to double down on the not caring, or you're going to have to double down and come back. There's no in between. You can't just disappear. If you disappear, that's where you really like get fucking like. It seems like he's out here
Not giving a fuck.
not giving a fuck.
You gotta respect it. You gotta tip your hat to a nigga that doubles down on his not giving a fuck.
They gon' love me for my ambition.